Blessed is the man that trusts in the Lord, and whose hope the Lord is. For he will be as a tree planted by the waters, that spreads out her roots by the river, and will not see when heat comes, but her leaf will be green, and will not be anxious in the year of drought, neither will cease from yielding fruit. The heart is deceitful above all things, and desperately wicked. Who can know it? I, the Lord, search the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways, and according to the fruit of his doings. He that is of a proud heart stirs up strife, but he that puts his trust in the Lord will be made fat. He that trusts in his own heart is a fool, but whoso walks wisely, he will be delivered. He that gives to the poor will not lack, but he that hides his eyes will have many a curse. We need to stay in the Word. It's supernatural. We need to resist the urge to lean on our own understandings, being overly confident in our own plans. We should be striving to seek God's guidance moment by moment. He will never fail us, but our imaginations will. In a moment, our imaginations are prone to veer off in any direction. God has a specific direction for us, the best and most prosperous direction. Our job is to set our focus on Him, diligently and patiently seeking Him in prayer early and often, praising Him, asking Him how we can do better. Doing this is not grievous, but peaceful. It is not a hassle, but often difficult in this world that is overflowing with distractions that have a strong pull. Amidst the pull of distractions, before submitting to them, we need to have the awareness to first think to ourselves, do I need to be going on social media right now? Do I need to be looking up this thing on the internet right now? Do I need to say this thing or send this message? Or am I better off quietly seeking God in prayer and continuing to meditate on what is profitable and what is vanity? We can never go wrong by seeking God with our entire hearts, desiring righteousness, desiring to do His will over everything. We need to be diligent in prayer, continually seeking His will for us. We need to truly desire to know where we can be better, willing and ready to take action and make changes. Jesus said to him, "You will love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like to it. You will love your neighbor as yourself. But He gives more grace. Therefore He said, God resists the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Submit yourselves therefore to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Draw near to God, and He will draw near to you. Cleanse your hands, you sinners, and purify your hearts, you double-minded. Be afflicted and mourn and weep. Let your laughter be turned to mourning, and your joy to heaviness. Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, and He will lift you up. Speak not evil one of another. He that speaks evil of his brother and judges his brother speaks evil of the law and judges the law. But if you judge the law, you are not a doer of the law, but a judge. There is one lawgiver, who is able to save and to destroy. Who are you that judges another? Go to now, you that say, today or tomorrow we will go into such a city, and continue there a year, and buy and sell, and get gain, whereas you know not what will be on tomorrow. For what is your life? It is even a vapor, that appears for a little time, and then vanishes away. For that you ought to say, if the Lord will, we will live, and to do this or that. But now you rejoice in your boastings. All such rejoicing is evil. Therefore to him that knows to do good, and does it not, to him it is sin. For if a man think himself to be something, when he is nothing, he deceives himself. But let every man prove his own work, and then he will have rejoicing in himself alone, and not in another. For every man will bear his own burden. Let him that is taught in the word communicate to him that teaches in all good things. Be not deceived, God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man sows, that he will also reap. For he that sows to his flesh will of the flesh reap corruption. But he that sows to the Spirit will of the Spirit reap life everlasting. And let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we will reap, if we faint not. As we therefore have opportunity, let us do good to all men, especially to them who are of the household of faith. It is the glory of God to conceal a thing, but the honor of kings is to search out a matter. By this we know that we love the children of God, when we love God and keep his commandments. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. For whatsoever is born of God overcomes the world, and this is the victory that overcomes the world, even our faith. My son, forget not my law, but let your heart keep my commandments. For length of days and long life and peace will they add to you. Let not mercy and truth forsake you. Bind them about your neck. Write them upon the table of your heart. So you will find favor and good understanding in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. Be not wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord, and depart from evil. It will be health to your navel, and marrow to your bones. Honor the Lord with your substance, and with the first fruits of all your increase. So will your barns be filled with plenty, and your presses will burst out with new wine. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction. For whom the Lord loves he corrects, even as a father the son in whom he delights. Happy is the man that finds wisdom, and the man that gets understanding. For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold. She is more precious than rubies, and all the things you can desire are not to be compared to her. Length of days is in her right hand, and in her left hand riches and honor. Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace. She is a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her, and happy is everyone that retains her. The Lord by wisdom has founded the earth. By understanding he has established the heavens. By his knowledge the depths are broken up, and the clouds drop down the dew. My son, let not them depart from your eyes. Keep sound wisdom and discretion. So will they be life to your soul, and grace to your neck. Then you will walk in your way safely, and your foot will not stumble. When you lie down, you will not be afraid. Yeah, you will lie down, and your sleep will be sweet. Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it comes. For the Lord will be your confidence, and will keep your foot from being taken. Withhold not good from them to whom it is due, when it is in the power of your hand to do it. Say not to your neighbor, go and come again tomorrow I will give, when you have it by you today. Devise not evil against your neighbor, seeing he dwells securely by you. Strive not with a man without cause, if he have done you no harm. Envy not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. For the froward is abomination to the Lord, but his secret is with the righteous. The curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked, but he blesses the habitation of the just. Surely he scorns the scorners, but he gives grace to the lowly. The wise will inherit glory, but shame will be the promotion of fools. Hallelujah.